João Pedro. Looking here to chip it through. And that has been cleared. Caicedo. João Pedro. Chance to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pedro Neto. Clearly not happy with that. Picks it up out wide. Branthwaite tries to clear. He's got to be in. Lino Gittins! Started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Fernandes plays it short. And here's Fernandes. And it's Cucurella. Fernandes.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
James. Chalobah. Fernandes. Caicedo. Lino Gittins. Chalobah. Caicedo. Lino Gittins. Cucurella. Fernandes. Caicedo. Out towards the flank. Caicedo. Do have a chance to counter here. McNeil chips it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
João Pedro. Fernandes. Fernandes laid out to the left flank. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski goes forward. Fernandes. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tarkowski. Oh, there's a probing ball. Tarkowski shifted upfield. Coleman gets a cross in.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Fernandes. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. And it's Cucurella. Lino Gittins. Fernandes. Can he finish?
João Pedro really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Branthwaite has played it long. Does really well to win the ball there. Mikolenko. Very nicely done. Dewsbury Hall. And it's Mikolenko. And he goes cross-field. Oh, clearance is short. Played into the middle. Sanchez deals with that nice and simple. Fernandez. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's come loose. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Lavia. Fernandez. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. And they've got rid. That's been won straight back. Caicedo. Thinks about the shot. Now big chance! And that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite driven forward. Colwill. Lavia. Colwill. Caicedo. Colwill. Fernandez. Lavia. Bino Gittins. Now it's Schwab. And the finish! Coleman forwards and with intent. That's been drilled forward. Colwill. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Fernandez. James. Lavia. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
João Pedro actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. The keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Played into space. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's the throw. Caicedo. That's really well manoeuvred. Bino Gittins. Fernandez. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Cucurella clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Caicedo. Fernandez. Lavia. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Coleman gets rid without sophistication. James. Colwill. Well, they could break here. Diallo. Now he's wondering who wants it. Mikolenko chooses to go cross-field. Stumps it clear. Coleman aim forwards. And a shot! And the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Colwell. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. João Pedro. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's Fernandes. And it's played forward. And there's his chance to lead the counter. McNeil. He is through here. McNeil. Neil. Chance! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Fernandes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Branthwaite. It's a fancy-looking ball, that. McNeil. Alcaraz. Coleman. Coleman forwards and with intent. And that's put paid to a promising move. Great chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
James. Fernandes. João Pedro. Lavia. And here's Neto. Idrissa Gueye attempts a clearance.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And that is not finding anyone. Colwell. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Oh, that's neat. Oh, cracking ball. There's the shot! That was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Lavia. Caicedo. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Oh, easy pickings there. James is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
João Pedro. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, can he get onto this? Chalobah gets over and intercepts. João Pedro. McNeil. Clipped into space. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Chalobah. Fernandez. Caicedo. Cucurella. Colwell. Chalobah. Succumbs to the pressure. Ooh, delicate chip through. Well timed, excellent. Could be danger here. And the shot! They have grabbed the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
His manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training. And it came up beautifully.
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Cucurella. That's not going far. Dewsbury Hall. He's got to be disappointed with that. Caicedo. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Head out towards... Up he goes! They've scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Bino Gittins demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Lavia. James, who does have an assist to his name. Tries a deft little ball. And it's hoisted clear. James is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Colwell have it back and can go again. Cucurella. Lavia. Fernandez. Cucurella. Alcaraz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Cucurella, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Lavia. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. Proves too strong. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Branthwaite, head over towards the opposite flank. Caicedo.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Looking for a decent ball in. In it comes. Chance here to counter. Mikolenko. That's a lovely, neat pass. Fernandez. James. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Fernandez. This is gone, that's a foul. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cucurella. McNeil wins the duel this time. Alcaraz. Tarkovsky. Oh, this looks sharp. Well read, nice interception. Lavia. Moved on forwards. James. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Ndiaye. It's Mikolenko. Mikolenko looks to the other side. McNeil. It's a good run down the right. Swings it across. In once more. Caicedo. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Branthwaite. Coleman. Alcaraz shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Caicedo. João Pedro. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. And a chance! That's extravagant by any standard.
João Pedro clearly felt that he was entitled to try that, and I'm inclined to agree with him. There wasn't anything else on. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Colwell. Caicedo. Chalobah. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Lavia. James. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. By no decent chance! A terrific save from the keeper.
I know Gittins is offering a right smile there.
Quality ball. McNeil. And it's Coleman. Coleman. Plenty waiting in the middle. He's having a shot!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper is very relieved.
Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, that's nice. Cross goes in there. Mikolenko tries to clear. Branthwaite. Up towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. Caicedo. Cucurella. Chalobah. Lavia. Lavia, gently done. Whistle's gone, that's foul. That pass has been well intercepted. Lavia. Chalobah. Caicedo. Lavia. Idrissa Gueye. Alcaraz. And the volley.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
João Pedro. By no Gittins. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Point blank header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Coleman can get it clear. McNeil getting this one clear. James. Caicedo. Colwill. Fernandez.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
Shot! Surely! That's Caruso. Can he stop it? Well, then he's asking for trouble. And he's there to clear it. Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Coleman. And it's McNeil. McNeil head over towards the opposite flank. Dewsbury Hall. And there's the shot! And he's following up! Lino Gittins. McNeil. Idrissa Gueye. Moved on forwards. Colwell is there, and he can get that clear. Lino Gittins. Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. Time to deliver. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. And here's the chance to counter. Now, what's he got in mind? Oh, good spread. McNeil pings it across. Well, that's a ball to nobody in particular. Fernandez. And here's Neto. James hangs one in. And that has been cleared. It'll be a throw-in. Over to the left. He's in plenty of space here. Nikolenko. And he goes cross-field. Quarter of an hour played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's played forward. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Bino, and he shoots! Played towards the other side. James. Lavia. James. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it.
Look, good possession is one thing, but they seem as if they're passing time at the moment, keeping the ball for the sake of it when they know it has to be moved with much more attack.
Dino Gittins!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
The pass is intercepted. Lavia. João Pedro goes to finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
James, aim forwards. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. And it's James. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! It's in!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Goal for Chelsea. After 16 minutes is number 20, João Pedro.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, it's played into the area. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Caicedo. Cucurella.
Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. João Pedro. Branthwaite gets it clear and claimed it back swiftly.
Fernandes. Lavia.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. James cuts it out.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandes. Lavia. Fernandes. Chalobah. Caicedo.
Bino Gittins.
Dewsbury Hall.
Has a look and plays it forward. McNeil looks to the other side. Ndiaye. Played out to the right. McNeil crosses it in. Takes a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Quite close.
James. Fernandes.
Bino Gittins. Spread out to the left. Lovely bit of skill.
And it's Fernandes.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Pedro Neto must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Alcaraz. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Lavia.
James.
Caicedo.
Caicedo, early ball out from the back. Caicedo, forwards and with intent. That could spell trouble.
And it's Caicedo.
That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. It's really well manoeuvred. Looking to break at pace.
Mikolenko.
Branthwaite shifted upfield. Now it's Ndiaye. Dewsbury Hall. Ndiaye looking to run onto it. Dewsbury Hall. Showing good feet. Colwell with the clearance. Pedro Neto. James.
Fernandez.
Colwell. Cucurella.
Lavia.
Out to the right.
And it's James.
James. Now here's the delivery. Tarkovsky attempts a clearance. Ndiaye gently done. And it's played forward. Pressing's intense, and it's played off.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
McNeil in acres of space out wide. Can he deliver? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. By no Gittins. João Pedro. And here's Neto. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. So who's he picking out? Chooses to go back. Fernandez played out towards the right wing. Fernandez opts to play it back. Played back in. In by James. Goes for a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Chalobah. Fernandez. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this?
Caicedo.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Lavia.
Pedro Neto. Ndiaye defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Moved on forwards. Dewsbury Hall. This might spell danger. Tries a shot!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lavia forwards and with intent. Aimed in towards the centre. That's really well manoeuvred.
Ndiaye.
Branthwaite, it's a sharp pass. Played out to the right.
It's McNeil.
Alcaraz, forwards and with intent. James.
Lavia. Fernandez.
Bino Gittins.
Caicedo. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Lavia. Fernandez.
Now it's João Pedro. James. Now then, the ball's come loose. Coleman. And it's played forward. Now it's Ndiaye. Pedro Neto.
Colwell. Caicedo. Cucurella.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
Chalobah.
Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro.
Fernandez.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Fernandez. Caicedo.
Coleman shifted upfield. And he cuts out the supply. Pickford sends that a long way.
Lavia. Cucurella. Fernandez. Lavia.
Aim forwards. João Pedro.
Fernandez.
He has a look out. Tarkowski, gently done. So what can they make of this?
Branthwaite.
Tarkowski, nicely aimed pass. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
Caicedo. And it's Cucurella.
Ah, such a clever touch. Cucurella takes aim and crosses. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite, good-looking ball.
That has been
Cut short. João Pedro. Tarkowski. Has a look and plays it forward.
Chalobah.
Moved on forwards.
Caicedo. Fernandez.
Played into space out wide. Great work on the overlap. Looking for a decent ball in. Turns and goes back. Idrissa Gueye does really well to win the ball there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Chalobah. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernandes. Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. Colwell, James, Chalobah, Caicedo, Fernandes, laid out to the left flank. Ball's gone out of play. Neil chooses to go cross-field. Mikolenko. Cleared without complication. James. And it's played forward. Bino Gittins. Cucurella looking to hit the byline here. Oh, good spread. Now it's McNeil. Oh, played through for the wide man. McNeil. He's got away. McNeil gets a cross in. Now it's McNeil. Alcaraz. Lavia, Fernandes, James. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Back into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall, gently done. No way through, so back it comes. Chance! João Pedro. Bino Gittins. Out to the left it goes. Oh, sweet feet. It's a mighty effort! This is going to give him nightmares for a while. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandes played out towards the right wing. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Idrissa Gueye shifted upfield. And that is as far as they're going to go. Chalobah. Tarkowski. Oh, this looks sharp.
Fernandez. Lavia.
Pedro Neto. Well played, chance for a shot! McNeil. Coleman goes forward.
Fernandez.
João Pedro. Coleman. Tarkowski, nicely aimed pass. That's tidy. Alcaraz. Now who's going to be first to this? McNeil, head over towards the opposite flank. Lavia, aim forwards. Branthwaite. Tarkowski, forwards and with intent. James cuts out the pass. And it's Dewsbury Hall.
Fernandez.
Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez.
Caicedo.
Fernandez played through into space. Oh, they could be caught out here. That's a fabulous ball. Tries to get it clear. Out to the right. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ndiaye goes for goal!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Chalobah gently done.
Fernandez.
Bino Gittins.
Caicedo.
João Pedro. And here's Neto. And it's played forward. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely feet. Here's Dewsbury Hall. Can he finish? Taking goal. And they get themselves in front. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Colwill. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez.
Bino Gittins. Coleman gets across to intercept that. Can he spark a counter here? And there's green grass ahead of him. He's free, he has got space. It's anyone's ball now. He's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Colwell. James.
That's really well manoeuvred. Now that's well seen too.
Ndiaye.
That's been drilled forward.
Chalobah makes the interception. Colwell. Lavia. Caicedo. Lavia.
And that's out of reach.
Branthwaite.
Driven forward. Dewsbury Hall. Coleman.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bino Gittins. And it's Caicedo. Alcaraz.
Dewsbury Hall.
Ndiaye.
Dewsbury Hall. Good chance here! The keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lavia. Chalobah. Caicedo.
Moved on forwards. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Alcaraz.
Shifted upfield.
Lavia. Caicedo. Cucurella. Fernandez. Cucurella. Fernandez. Lavia. Fernandez. And it's Cucurella.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And that is good defending. It's been repelled. Idrissa Gueye.
Branthwaite. It's a sharp pass. James. Caicedo. Lavia.
Colwell aim forwards. Idrissa Gueye wins the duel this time. Pedro Neto. James.
Fernandez.
Bino Gittins.
Fernandez.
Caicedo, delicate ball, and it needs to be.
Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo.
Bino Gittins.
Caicedo.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Coleman played up towards the front line.
And it's Fernandez. Caicedo.
Cross deflected behind for a corner. Coleman finds fizzed it forward. Caicedo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
James.
James tries making a foray down the right. Now then, the ball's come loose. Pedro Neto. And it's James. Gay. Out to the left it goes. Mikolenko. And he goes cross-field. Colwell. Kukurea. Lavia. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Colwell gets across to intercept that. And it's Caicedo. By no Gittins. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. That has been cleared. Caicedo. Lavia. Shot at goal! Can he deliver? Hit into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Played back in. Shapes to shoot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Pedro Neto usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Chalobah. James. Caicedo. By no Gittins. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Now that's well seen too. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cuts out the supply. Kukurea cuts out the pass. By no Gittins. Caicedo. By no Gittins. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Alcaraz, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
That's really well manoeuvred. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Fernandez. That's Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro.
There's the shot! The ball's come loose here. Pedro Neto. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Tarkowski shifted upfield. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Well read, nice interception.
Coleman. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well timed, excellent interception. James. Dewsbury Hall. And it's played forward. Mikolenko picks it up now. Colwell attempts a clearance. Gay. That's Ndiaye. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. Cucurella forwards and with intent. João Pedro. And here's Neto. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. We have already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that, but what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans, and he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Dewsbury Hall, Alcaraz, McNeil. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Not had too much on it. James. Pedro Neto. There's the header!
Couldn't quite control it. You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. By no Gittins. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And here's Neto. Decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
By no Gittins actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's been taken short. That is lovely. He's had a shot! Fernandez.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Cucurella. And it's Fernandez. There are a few waiting for it. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! Dewsbury Hall. Ndiaye. Tarkovsky. He's gone direct here. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's really well manoeuvred. João Pedro. Caicedo. Fernandez. Alcaraz. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. He has a look and a chance! They really should have been made to pay. Pedro Neto. Colwill. Caicedo. That's a nicely weighted pass. Cucurella looking to get on the end of this. McNeil. Tarkovsky. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo gently done. Alcaraz.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Ndiaye. He has found the way through. Proves too strong. Pedro Neto. And it's Fernandez. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Back into the middle. It's gone out for a throw-in. Pedro Neto. He's in here! Gets the shot away! Mikolenko. And they can counter here. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, good spread. McNeil. Oh, nice touch. James gets rid without sophistication. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's Ndiaye. Mikolenko. And that was very necessary. Pedro Neto gets across to intercept that. Colwill tries to clear. Pedro Neto. James shifted upfield. Lovely bit of skill. The cross comes in. Pickford names it. And the danger passes. time. Excellent interception. Colwell. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. James. Caicedo. Played back in. Plays it across. And it's cleared by the keeper. Looking to break at pace. McNeil. Idrissa Gueye. Aim forwards. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bino Gittins. Lavia. Fernandez. Played towards the other side. Caicedo. Cucurella. Colwell. Played out to the right. Now, what about a counter-attack? Brentford. Idrissa Gueye. Oh, this looks sharp. Cucurella. Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye forwards and with intent. Chalobah attempts a clearance. James. Fernandez. Caicedo. And that's put paid to a promising move. Alcaraz. Caicedo wins the duel this time. João Pedro. Cucurella. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Caicedo, long ball upfield. That has been knocked clear. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. McNeil. Tarkovsky, early ball out from the back. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Moved on forwards, and the counter is on. Nikolenko. Referee's given a throw. Dewsbury Hall. The most accurate pass. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Fernandez. Colwell. Caicedo. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better though. The final ball was very poor.
Good offside that time. Pickford, long ball by the goalkeeper.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Chalobah. And it's played forward. James. Fernandez. Caicedo. Alcaraz. Moved on forwards. Could move up a gear here. Caicedo makes the interception. Bino Gittins. Aim forwards. McNeil. Coleman gently done. Out to the right. That has been cut short. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Braithwaite. Idrissa Gueye. Clipped into space. Pickford claims captain. And reclaimed it in a trice. There will be a throw-in. Dewsbury Hall. Mikolenko looks to the other side. Idrissa Gueye. Tarkowski. Braithwaite forwards and with intent.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Mikolenko. Out Ndiaye. He's found a way through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lavia. That's really well manoeuvred. James. And here's Neto. James looking to hit the byline here. 50 times, but fair enough. Coleman shifted upfield. He steps in, and that's the end of that. João Pedro. Fernandes. James. Lavia. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Lavia. Fernandes. Lavia. Real chance here. James. That's good play. Chance!
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Mikolenko. Ndiaye. Colwell getting this one clear. Tarkowski forwards and with intent. Caicedo. Fernandes. Chalobah. Moved on forwards. Lavia. James. Fernandes. Bino Gittins. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Tarkowski. Forward it goes. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ball's gone out of play. Caicedo. McNeil cuts out the pass, and it's played forward. It'll be a throw-in. Well read, nice interception.
It's really unfortunate. He's kicking himself at the moment for being the way that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Well, you can't ask for much better than that, Peter. Bang, bang, two in double quick time.
Cucurella. Fernandez. Bino Gittins.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto.
Played out towards the right wing.
Header comes in! Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Chance!
Couldn't steer it in. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
McNeil. Idrissa Gueye is onto it in a flash. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo.
Bino Gittins. Cucurella puts them all in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's been one straight back. And here's Neto. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's hoisted clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter.
Ndiaye. Brentford.
Tarkowski. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nikolenko.
Caicedo. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
Colwell.
Colwell chooses to go cross-field. Brentford with the clearance. Now they can break here.
James. Lavia. Chalobah. Fernandez.
Into the channel. Can he latch on to this? Coleman. Aim forwards. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. João Pedro. Bino Gittins. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area.
Lavia.
João Pedro.
Crossed it again. Coleman is there, and he can get that clear. Lavia. Fernandez. And that's a good ball. And he shoots!
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all for you. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Mikolenko, Ndiaye, and it's Mikolenko. Mikolenko head over towards the opposite flank. Coleman, and that's aimed into the middle.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Nicely intercepted. Caicedo. João Pedro. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Fernandez. That's a look and plays it forward. Chalobah. Caicedo. It's just beyond his reach. Does really well to win the ball there. By no Gittins. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a nice ball. Clearly not happy with that. Lavia. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's James. And he cuts out the supply. Dewsbury Hall. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1. Shot a goal! It's only could be caught out here. And that has been plucked away. James. Lavia. Chalobah. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Shot, surely! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Really well cleared. Oh, sweet feet. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Ndiaye. That's very neat. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Delivered across. Caicedo tries to clear. Fernandez, gently done.
Pedro Neto.
Very nicely done. Caicedo. Fernandez. By no Gittins. Can he spark a counter here? McNeil. Alcaraz. Out towards the flank. McNeil crosses it in. Can he finish? That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Colwell. Cucurella. Fernandez. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Tarkovsky, aim forwards. Out to the right. Can he get onto this? Well, that's well seen too. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Pedro Neto.
He is through here. Gets his head on it. Living with himself.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Coleman forwards and with intent. Alcaraz. Oh, good spread. And it's McNeil. McNeil. Lavia gets good distance on it. James. James. Oh, he's fizzed it forward.
Pedro Neto.
Final Gittins! It's a goal! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Goal for Chelsea. After 13 minutes is number 11.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
João Pedro. Played out to the right. So who's he picking out? Could be danger here. Mikolenko gets it away. Lavia. Fernandez. No way through, so back it comes. Caicedo. Oh, good spread. And play for a throw. That's really well manoeuvred.
Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro.
Tarkowski, that's a sharp pass. Lavia. Bino Gittins.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Ping towards the front line. Calmly anticipates. And it's James.
Oh, it's come loose. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Cucurella.
He's in a good position. Pedro Neto! Out to the left it goes. Played into the middle. Can he finish? Good delivery, almost the perfect outcome.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Mikolenko. Moved on forwards. James. Fernandez. Bino Gittins. And it's Cucurella. McNeil cuts it out.
Pedro Neto
Have it back and can go again. Caicedo shifted upfield. Ndiaye. Knocks it out wide. McNeil. Cross goes in there. Gets it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandez. Out to the right. Fernandez.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
Alcaraz spread out to the left.
Nice control.
Hangs in across.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Colwell.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pedro Neto.
Now it's João Pedro.
Over to the left. Hit into the... Oh, smashing!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Mikolenko. Ndiaye. Here's Dewsbury Hall.
That's tidy. Spread out to the left. Mikolenko, and he goes cross-field. Kukurea getting this one clear. And it's Gay. And here's McNeil. McNeil gets a cross in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Crossing. Colwell gets it away. It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Colwell. Lavia. And it's played forward. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Tarkovsky. Dewsbury Hall. Mikolenko. Colwell with the clearance. Dewsbury Hall. He can get that clear. And it's Coleman. Short changes him with that pass. Idrissa Gay. Tries to get it clear. Caicedo. Colwell. Caicedo. Lavia. McNeil. Branthwaite goes forward. James. Chalobah aim forwards. Fernandez. Lavia. Some good work on the right flank here. Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers.
We've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Showing good feet. Nice physical challenge. James did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Pedro Neto. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kukurea, gently done. By no Gittins. Kukurea. Lovely feet. Kukurea crosses. Tarkovsky with the clearance. So what can they make of this? Coleman. Moved on forwards. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Picks it up out wide. Time to deliver. Can he deliver? Aimed in towards the centre.
Tarkowski. Quality ball. Fernandez. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. McNeil providing an outlet on that flank. He is just caressing the ball. Now here's the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Out for a throw. Dewsbury Hall. That's been drilled forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. James forwards and with intent. Caicedo. Lavia. James. And here's Neto. That'll be a throw. And here's Neto. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's Mikolenko. And Diai looking to get on the end of this. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. The keeper's ball. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Fernandez moved on forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward. Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
Lavia.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto.
Played out towards the right wing. And Diai wins the duel this time. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cuts out the supply. Colwell. Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Lavia. Fernandez. Lavia.
Now it's João Pedro.
Tarkowski gets it clear. Chalobah. That's really well manoeuvred. James making good progress on the right-hand side. Caicedo. Fernandez. Coleman shifted upfield. Fernandez. Lavia. Fernandez. Caicedo.
João Pedro.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Now it's João Pedro.
Well-timed, excellent interception.
João Pedro, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Pickford sends that a long way. For a moment you thought that was going somewhere, but we'll have to go again.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Lavia. James. Lavia. Fernandez. Caicedo. Cucurella. Fernandez. Tries to dink it through. Produces a cross.
Dewsbury Hall. Idrissa Gueye, aim forwards. Oh, good spread.
McNeil. Alcaraz. McNeil.
Oh, that's neat.
Great defending, strong and determined.
And now the breakaway.
Fernandez. Lavia. Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Lavia. And here's Neto.
Pedro Neto!
Pedro Neto usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can there.
Cucurella.
Oh, that's nice.
Tarkowski is there and he can get that clear. Caicedo.
And here's Neto. Shoots!
Tries to get it clear. Caicedo. Cucurella puts them all in. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Colwell.
Now it's João Pedro.
It could be in here.
Goes for a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
João Pedro demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Number 20, João Pedro.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
McNeil. Coleman. Branthwaite, gently done. Caicedo. Lavia. Chalobah forwards and with intent.
João Pedro. James. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Pedro Neto. Out to the right. James crosses. Nikolenko. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tarkowski. Coleman driven forward. Lavia. James. Fernandez. João Pedro.
Really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedro Neto. João Pedro. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Chalobah gets over and intercepts. Bino Gittins. Pedro Neto. James. Yep, it's a corner. And that has been cleared. Hit into the middle. Moved on forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bino Gittins. And it's Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. Lavia. Caicedo. Oh, great play! Now it's João Pedro. Dewsbury Hall. Branthwaite. Branthwaite, good-looking ball. Nikolenko. Nikolenko. It's really well manoeuvred. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Played out wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And that's another throw. James. Lavia. Fernandez knocks it out wide. And they've got a throw. Chalobah. Caicedo. Lavia. Fernandez. James. Fernandez. Pedro Neto.
Caicedo.
Out to the left it goes.
And it's Caicedo.
Ah, such a clever touch. Nikolenko attempts a clearance. Shapes to shoot! Dewsbury Hall. Oh, what a climb! He's got that completely wrong. And it's played forward.
Fernandes.
João Pedro tries a shot! A terrific save from the keeper.
I thought the keeper did well to retrieve that. They worked all week on that sort of situation and he reacted very well then.
Tarkowski does really well to win the ball there. Do have a chance to counter here. But Neil pings it across. And he's there to clear it. Here's to Dewsbury Hall! Colwell shifted upfield. James.
Lavia. Fernandes.
Aim forwards. Cucurella. Looking for a decent ball in.
Cucurella crosses.
That's an excellent interception. And it's played forward.
Diallo. Caicedo.
Bino Gittins.
Fernandes.
Bino Gittins. Over to the left. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. And that has been cleared. Now it's Ndiaye. In the end, they found themselves penned in. Nowhere to go. Tarkowski wins the duel this time.
Now it's Fernandes.
Now it's Pedro Neto.
And it's Caicedo.
Out to the left it goes. That's a throw.
That's a brilliant interception. Chance here to counter. Mikolenko. And the shots! And the shots! McNeil. And he's heaved it away. Alcaraz. Coleman. Can he latch on to this? Now who's going to be first to this? Chalobah gets it away. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Fernandez. João Pedro. James tries making a foray down the right. Too much on that, it's gone out. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And it's Lavia. Fernandez. Big chance! Just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Mikolenko. And he goes cross-field. Fernandez. Dewsbury Hall. Looking here to chip it through. Now, can he find a finish? And the shot! Fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bino Gittins. Fernandez. Lavia. Fernandez. Caicedo. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Chance for a shot! Mikolenko, gently done. Ndiaye. Spread out to the left. Mikolenko. Mikolenko chooses to go cross-field. Alcaraz. Alcaraz laid out to the left flank. Idrissa Gueye. Dewsbury Hall. Mikolenko tries a cross. Herring after the ball here. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's Ndiaye. Ndiaye! Fernandez. Moved on forwards. Colwell. Almost half an hour in now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Succumbs to the pressure. Fernandez. Caicedo. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. And it's Cucurella. Caicedo.
And the finish! And here's the chance to counter. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Gay. Now it's Ndiaye. Ndiaye's cross.
Caicedo. Bino Gittins.
Now it's João Pedro. Over to the left. And he thumps it clear. Bino Gittins. And the ball's come loose here. Here's Fernandez. Play towards the front line. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall played over towards the opposite flank. Alcaraz played out to the right. And here's McNeil. Coleman. Now it's McNeil. Alcaraz. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. There's the shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's not going far. Well, they could break here. Colwell.
Bino Gittins.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, that's nice.
Cucurella puts the ball in.